What's up? Um, I'm still trying to edit through my videos that I have for the 31 Synergy Challenge, and that's kind of a slog because I have like 3 or 4 videos in the backlog of wins that I've gotten for the challenge, but I wanted to take a break from that and just try something fun, so I'm here trying to see if I can get a fun run with the Auto Spire game on the uh, Pokemon Auto Spire server. And let's see what we have here. Um, we could go for Artificial or Ghost. Or we could start off with some Dragon. Maybe we get some early Dragon going that would pay off later. And Dino's a pretty good unit. I guess I'll start with that. And we'll see where we can go from there. I want to see if there's any Dragon Gems. That would be the best possible thing to get. There's not any here, but there is a Sculpt further down the line. And there's not even any Dragon. There's one here, but we'd have to avoid that if we want to get Sculpt. And for now, looks like we could reroute there up to this one. And then we can also get this Gibble here. We could also get the Crocodile, but again, we would miss out on this Dragon Portal. But that might be fine if we do get the Crocodile. I think that might pay off. So I think I'll go up this way towards the left so that I can... Oh wait, no. I'm realizing now this is the Endless one. So these icons here, they aren't actually mons that you'll run into unless they're outlined in red. These are other players at their point in the run. So not sure what I want to go for. I guess I'll just do this. Probably more fun to just pick a route and go with it rather than debate on what I want to do. I'll take the one reroll, and the Frigoback is kind of nice to hit on my second turn. We do have a Jangamo-O, or whatever it's called. So if we get this sound region, I think it might be a decent idea to roll for that. For now, though, I'll take the Snorunt. We'll have some ice active. Snorunt is a pretty good unit as well. There's a Ditto, but I do really want the Jangamo so that I can have some Dragon active. I don't think that I'm going to be able to roll for that though. So I'll take the Swablu because at the very least that'll be able to evolve into an Altaria later. And not sure about my chances on winning this. It is just a Dartrix though. Yeah, we're fine. especially with those casts. Um, that does give us ghost, but I'll just take the ice. And then where do we want to go from here? I guess I'll go for the fairy portal, the fairy one. Try to get more Swablu. Our Frigabats doesn't get the cast off, but I think we might still be fine. Just barely. Swablu has a really good cast. So I'd like to take advantage of that, but for now I'm going to go with the tanky Frigabats. Or Frigibacks. I didn't want the Swablu, but I also didn't want to have to reroll like all my money down for it. Our Frigibacks is pretty tanky at the moment though, which I'd like to see. Hopefully we can evolve that as well at some point. Pokerus is pretty nice, but I am pretty low on money, so I'm not sure what I should take. I'll just send it though. I'll take the Pokerus, and then I can't get this dragon portal unfortunately. Probably should have had some foresight on that. Would have been nice to get the Pokemart right after that as well. But I'll still reroute this direction, get the Eevee, the Pokemart, and then I can take this Dragon one later. That's some more bulk if I want it, so I might as well. Maybe I have to get a Rocky Helmet or a Muscle Band. And take the Ditto. I like to take out the Galarian Crissola as fast as possible. That being said, I don't think there's a way for me to bypass the curse that it's going to inflict on us, so I might just try and see if I can get my Frigabats to get a cast and take out as many Pokemon as possible with it. Unfortunately, it's starting the Corsola at the moment. The Galarian Corsola. And its curse does take out our Frigabats, but we're still good. And that's a Muscle Band. I'll slap that onto the Frigabats. There's nothing I can really take except for a gold bat. That gives us just a little bit more money at the very least. And then there's another dragon. So that does get us dragon activated, which is nice. And then there's some eggs. There's some good potential that I could have with the eggs. But I'm not exactly sure if it's worth taking now. So I'll just leave it be at the moment. And then I'll get dragon activated. And I have the recycle ticket in case I want to re-itemize my frigate back later. But so far it's putting in a lot of work. I could have water activated, but it's really not going to benefit any of our mons except for Horsey and Eevee itself. So I'll pass for now. And then there's not really anything else that's super worth taking. I could have the shell bell activated. Not sure what I want to put that on. Maybe the dino. The Glycopod is going to start with full PP, so it's immediately going to cast on something. Might as well just let it take out the Horsey so that my other mons can put in work to actually defeat the team. Yeah, Shellbell would be nice on the Frigobacks this game, this round. But it's just one loss, so we should be fine. There's some other Frigobacks. I'll wait to evolve it to see if we can get our Swablu evolved instead. We're not putting a lot of damage on this fighting team. Looks like they're gonna just barely beat us, despite how much our Frigobacks is getting out of the muscle band. So maybe it would have been wise to evolve it into Arctobax. I'll re-roll a couple times to see if I can get the Swablu. It's not looking super likely though. So I'll just take the ice. And then I'm gonna re-itemize my Frigobacks. And then evolve it. Hopefully we can get a little bit more out of it now. And then we'll see how this works for us. Two revives on their side, so they're not going to be super buffed up. I feel like having two max revives is kind of a waste. Because you're not actually putting any stats on your Pokemon. Absorbulb is just like way better than two artificial items. I guess I'll take the left side. Not sure about mystery. Not sure if that'll be super helpful to us. But we could take the Darkrai as well that we get later. And that would bring us to having active Dark Synergy. Assuming we can beat it. There's another Ditto. I guess I'll go for the Red Orb challenge. I'm not super confident that I could win, but we might as well. Swablu's gonna have a pretty good cast on us. And the Shell Bell King's Rock Absorb on the Dino is actually pretty strong. I'm going to put this on the Horsey for now. Because my thought process is that this might not be a permanent team member. If I can get a better dragon unit. Hopefully we can take the Darkrai out sooner rather than later, so that it stops putting us to sleep. And there we go. That gives us the Darkrai, and then I'll level up so we can add that to the board. That should be good. This looks like a pretty strong team. I know Dino's a ranged unit, but I didn't really have another choice for a front line, so might as well go with the Dino. Especially because its ability power puts itself in melee range to enemy units anyway. Having like frontline items on it isn't it's not bad. I'll continue to itemize the Horsey for now, since I don't have anything else that's super useful with the attacking items. I would like some other kind of dragon unit, but I'm not seeing anything that really helps me. I could go for the Dusk Stone, see if I can take advantage of any of the Dark Synergy. And instead of evolving the Swablu, I might go for the Dino instead. In fact, I could probably get rid of the Swablu, considering it's not actually helping us in terms of the synergies. So let's see what I could take. There's a Rotom to the right. I actually can't reach that, can I? No. That's out of the question then, so I guess I'll just take this route up so I can get the dragon here, and then the Houndoom. And then there's a dragon gem up there as well. So I'll try to get the Dusk Stone and be able to get the another dragon and the Houndoom on the board, which will get us to Dragon 5. I mean Dark 5. And hopefully we can get to Dragon 5 as well. And for now I'll just replace this Swablu since it's not giving us anything. Then the Kangaskhan will be a temporary frontline unit. Maybe I should have been taking the Dittos instead, but I'm pretty invested in these two units already, so I might as well, I guess. I'm not sure. Our Frigibax is just barely holding on. Never mind, it's dead now. But I think it's enough for us to still win. I'm not going to re-roll for basic items, so I guess I'll take the Mystic Water for now. And there's a dragon. Second guessing whether I should take it. I guess I'll just take it. And I'm pretty good on money, so for now I'll just level up. And then take the Houndoom, and then the Dragon Gem. And I'll try to roll for Dusk sunglasses this round so that I can get a Dusk Stone. And then I guess I can throw that onto not sure what I would want to throw it onto. Can I see the map? Is there a way for me to, yeah. There's plenty more opportunities for me to get a Ditto. So I think I'll re-roll for the glasses. And do I want to throw it on the Horsey? It's really not doing anything for my team. So I guess I could throw it on the Kangaskhan for now, since it's actually doing stuff. And honestly, I'm not sure. Definitely want to get rid of the Horsey at some point. I'd also like to take out this Houndoom so that it isn't able to cast immediately. But the explosive band is going to be precarious. So we'll just see how it goes. Looks like it'll be a chill one for us. We'll take the Houndoom and take out the Horsey as well. The Kangaskhan I think I'll get rid of when I find a better unit. The Baxcalibur is kind of scary, but I think we got it under control. What do I want now? Any dragon units or dittos? Or some ability power? I guess I'll try to go for the Baxcalibur. Our Kangaskhan is doing the most damage so far. Maybe going for Tyrantrum, then putting these items on it instead. It's funny that our Absorb Bulb isn't actually activating a lot of the times. I do want the Baxcalibur, but I think because it's Vilius. Why is it Vilius D? But anyway, because it's doing so much work for us already, evolving it would probably be better. There's some kind of bug that's not letting me easily see the synergy details. But I'm gonna get the gem, and then hopefully we can get one more dragon unit on the board. Replace Kangaskhan. Then we'll have Dragon 5 active. And we'll get my shields on some units. We might actually lose this round though. No, it's close, but the Absorb Bulb kind of saved us. There's a Ditto, but I really would just want another dragon unit. And I think I'll just throw it on the Tyrant for now. I didn't pay attention to that there was dark units on this team, so that was a misplay by me. And the Absorb Bulb almost saved us, but not really. I guess I'll take the gold bow. And then there's the Dialga. That would be pretty useful for a 3-star dragon unit. I can't really use the gold bow yet. I don't want to put on the frigabacks. Unfortunately the Arctibax is dying really soon now. Hisuian Sliggoo would give us steel synergy once we get the Dialga. So I'll play that. Actually, I'll level up, and well, I didn't need to level up because the gold bow, but I guess I could still put the Frigivax in, and that'll be another star for the board. It'll give us just barely a little bit more shield. And I could go for Amorphous as well. If I can get a Gumi. We already have this Lou on the board, so never mind. But maybe I can get just a regular Gumi. For now I could just play the Ditto. And that gives us Amorphous, which will be a good a good bonus, I guess. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. What I really need is some 3-star units on the board, which I'll get through Dialga, of course, assuming I'm able to win that round. I'd also like to be able to run a stronger unit than Tyrant. I could evolve into a Tyrantrum, which I guess I'll just do that. Even though I prefer having that on a 3-star unit. I'll just sell it, I guess. I was considering the possibility of running Fire, but I don't think so. Also, the Snorunt, it's a good unit, but it's not doing a lot for me. There's just a lot of units that I could really go with evolving. That I haven't so far. If I can evolve my Tyrant at least, I think that'll give us just a little bit of a boost. Or I'll just go for the Gracidia Flower, that's fine. And then, I guess I'll put that on Gumi. And I'm not going to take the Psychic Gem, but maybe we can get a good artificial tool on this round. if we don't die to the insane Gardevoir and Curlia. I think we're fine though. The Shellbell Svilius is too strong. And we get a Magmarizer, so that'll at least give us Fire active. And then if we get a, what's it called? Flame Orb. Then we can put that on as well. I hope that we could win this, but just in case, I'm going to put in the Frigibax just so we can get a little bit of extra strength going on. Just barely a little bit of extra strength. I'm confused at the Dialga. Doesn't matter though. We have 4 Houndours on the board as well. And that's 7 Dragon active, plus a whole lot of Amorphous and Steel 4. If I find another Dragon unit, I think I'll replace it and put these items on the Dialga instead. Gold Dojo ticket is kind of insane, but I think the Ditto is more important, trying to get a 3-star unit. The Excalibur actually goes right now, but I think getting a Hydreigon would be better. Their Samara also has the Absorb Bulb, which is kind of scary. Our Absorb Bulb hasn't popped yet, so I think we're fine. Yeah, look at the damage blocked. God damn. So that explosion itself dealt like 1,000 damage or something. I don't know. It was a lot. That's all I know. I don't think having a Necrozma actually helps, but if we get a light spot, then it would help because that's it would be a 4-star dragon unit. So, is there any possibility for us to play light that helps? I could probably replace Snorunt. Is there an ice light unit? I'm not sure. You would lose Ghost. But I think having a 4-star dragon unit would be worth it. So I'll be on the lookout for a light unit, and then we might just want to drop Dark. There's another Dragon Gem. There's a light portal there. So the Dragon Gem would allow us to drop Dratini. That would be worth it to get a light unit on the board. Hopefully it's a good place light spot though. And instead of dropping the Dratini, I think I'll drop the Tyrant. want to see if I can get a... There we go. A soul do. And then I guess I'll put that on the Dialga. Another Ditto. I'll just go for the Hydreigon. I'd like to go for the Baxcalibur next. Finneon, Dragon Jam up next, and then we'll be able to play the Ultra Necrozma, assuming we beat that round, but this looks like a pretty strong team. I think we should be fine. I have a lot of faith in the Hydreigon. I didn't notice they had a Gardevoir though. The Absorbbulb put in like 1,000 damage by itself, but it still wasn't enough. We might want to sorry, we might want to start prioritizing Pokemon centers so that I can get some berries so I can restore my player health. Not sure what I want from this. I guess Ability Shield would be nice. Pretty solid win. And I'll take the Dragon Gem and then place this guy, this, and this, and then, oh fuck, I forgot. Well, that doesn't work, does it? That's unfortunate. I could still get another light unit somehow. Yeah. That was a misplay by me, but I can still get some light on the team somehow, I'm sure. So it's not the end of the world. I'm not sure if you can actually go past level 9. Maybe we get another gold bow from the end of this floor. Is our gold... I was kind of confused on our Absorbable. Oh fuck. You know, screw the gold bow, because this shiny stone is absolutely massive. So I can replace the Snow Run And then, who do I want to put the other shiny stone on? I guess I'll put on the Dialga. And then we have the Ultra Necrozma now. And then I'll put the Pokerus on that. So, the Snorunt. I could really find something better than this Ditto. Like anything else would be better so that I could actually use the Ditto and try to evolve my Arctibax. There's the Slugma that I guess that could be useful. Doesn't give us any different synergies though. For now I'll just take the Ditto. And then once I find another amorphous unit, I'll immediately be able to summon the Ditto and then have a Baxcalibur. Drizzle is pretty powerful, but I don't see it snaking its way onto the team. Clobopus, that definitely is way better than the Ditto, because that gives us aquatic as well. And then fighting, possibly, in the future. We're looking pretty good though. 16 stars for Dragon. Would be really nice if we somehow got a Regidrago. Never mind. For some reason I thought Regidrago was Dark type. What we want is a Roaring Moon actually. Then we could replace the Houndoom. I guess I'll take more Mystic Water, try to get more casts out for the team. Then there's a Dragon Gem up there, which would boost our Amorphous. Also, because it's Dragon Light, that gives us more PP, more casts. Guess I'll take the Ditto. Try to go for a Hisuian Gudra. I'm gonna be taking on a fairy team, which is always scary. Luckily they don't have a Gardevoir though. Never mind. Spoke too soon. I missed it. They do have a Gardevoir, which is gonna take out half of our team in a single blow. And I don't think our Absorb Bulb even went off with our Hydreigon. I could do a Soldew, but I'm not sure I would even want to put that on. I guess I could put it on Darkrai and then move the Pokerus to Finneon. And then I'll actually do this. And then once I get either sunglasses or another spoon. I'll put that onto the dark eye, and it'll have some crit cast that I can have going on. This is a scary fighting team, but we should be fine. Even if it takes out most of the team, our Absorb Bulb Hydreigon is going to be not that effective actually, but we're still fine, I think. Yeah, we're good. I guess I'll just take the Fighting Gem. It'll boost our Amorphous just a little bit. And then I'll go for the Amorphous here and see if I can get another Goomy or Sliggoo. I'll just take the Twisted Spoon. We'll see how this goes. We've been losing to a lot of the trainers recently. We do really well against the wild encounters, but we're losing to all the trainers. I don't think the Diancie helps. Could go for Nurse Dude, but I don't think that actually helps any of our current units. So I'll just try to roll down for a Ditto. Or we could go for Darkstone. Maybe we could try and get Dark 7 active. I'll just take the glasses, and then if I get a fossil, I'll try to get that going. Oh. Yeah. I think this is actually better than the Clobopus because it gives us Ghost. It does remove Aquatic and Fighting though, actually. Yeah, so it's not better. There's a Dark Gem, so if I get a Fossil Stone, then I'll be able to play 7 Dark. There's the Fossil Stone. Guess I'll just put that on Dratini. And then, not sure what I want to do for my next item. I can roll down for a Ditto, I guess. I'll try to find either a Ditto or a Miracle Seed. Is this better than Finneon? I don't think Finneon is actually doing much for us. I'll just keep it on the back line regardless. And then I guess we'll go for the Pokemart. And they have a Gardevoir as well, so we're still kind of in a scary position. Luckily our Absorb Bulb actually works this time, and that's actually a win against a trainer battle for once. I guess we'll take the recycle ticket. Maybe I could find a way to re-itemize better on one of my Pokemon. I didn't realize that Dialga didn't have any more items on it. Maybe I could give it... Maybe I could have given the Duskull to the Dialga instead. Not sure. I could probably re-itemize the Ultra Necrozma better so that it has ability power casting. Maybe Deep Sea Tooth would be nice on it. I'll take the Dark Gem though, which gives us Max Dragon, Max Dark. I want to see how many Dragon Stars they had active, but it's not working. I could replace the Hakamo with Dratini. That would, however, take away our flying synergy. But that might be worth it to have an extra star and then put the Dragon Gem on my Dialga. Plus if I get Ghastly, it would be worth it now to replace the Clobbopus. I'll take the Ditto, I guess. I still have a feeling that I'll lose to this team. Unfortunately, our Absorb Bulb didn't do 10,000 damage like I wish it would. But we do get another Shiny Stone. So that'll give us max light, I think. Or not max light, but it'll... put another light unit on the board, which will give us more defense, which will be nice on the Dialga. And then I think I'll evolve the Hakamo instead of the Hisuian Sliggoo once I get another Ditto. And I don't know where to go now. I guess I could go for this Kieran. Kind of at the point where it's just like almost tedious. I'll re-itemize this Ultra Necrozma though. I'll give it the Reaper Cloth, and so I'll have a crit casting now, and then I guess I'll just do Red Word. And then I don't know, I'll do X-ray vision on the Como. Oh, yeah. Or maybe it's Como-o. 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 I guess I'll try to evolve my Sliggoo next, just to get more dragon stars. There's a Ditto. We have the aquatic gem up there next, which would give us. It'll give us aquatic, obviously, and then we can have another synergy active to help us with Amorphous. We're gonna lose this trainer battle though. That gives us 8 health left. I guess it's a pretty fun team though. I'm not sure what tool would help us if we do get a tool against this this gym leader. Metronome. Metronome actually gives sound, so that I think would be better. Plus it gives extra PP, so we could get more Houndours on the board. And we can actually level to level 10. And then if we take the Hisuian Quillfish, that does give aquatic. so much happening on the board right now that it's just like overwhelming. So one more Ditto and we could get the Hisuian Gudra, but we are in a trainer battle now, so we'll have to see how far we get with that. Of course, they have a Gardevoir. I feel like at least half of the teams I'm playing against have Gardevoirs on their team. It's going to be a close one. Yeah. Our Hydreigon barely pulled through with the Absorb Bulb. I'm going to make some safety goggles. I'll put that on my Komo-o. I really doubt this Hisuian Quillfish will ever evolve though. And get what's one cast off this round? Maybe 2 or 3. No, just 1. There's a Tyrantrum. That would give us more Dragon. But I just want the Ditto right now, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to be able to get 500 coin, so I'll just roll down for a Ditto. Is there anything on the map that would give us a sure Ditto? There's a Haunter. I guess I'll just take that and put it over the Clobbopus. I could go for the Kyurem. Would that be better than Quillfish? Probably. Even though it'll give us less active synergies, it'll give us 2 ice and that'll buff the Baxcalibur. There's a Ditto, so that's another 3-star dragon unit. And of course it gives us the wrong Sliggoo, which is honestly my fault. I really just should have paid attention, but that's fine. We can replace the Hisuian Quillfish. Which actually does give us poison synergy, but it doesn't matter. I'll just take the Kyurem. I have an itch on my back and I can't reach it. Yeah, I'll just replace the Sliggoo. So 21 dragon stars. That's a good amount, I guess. And then we have one more round before we do another trainer battle. And of course we are wiping the floor with the wild rounds. now I'm in region for SU and Sligo, so that's awesome. What should I go for? I feel like didn't I already fight this guy? It's gonna be a water sound fairy board. So this Primarina is gonna absolutely tear us apart, I'm sure. I'll try to spread my board out though. See if I can nullify its ability power a little bit. I can't even see what's going on. All I know is that this Skeledirge is just doing war crimes on our team. But we get to Act 5, Floor 15, so that's fun. What is the leaderboard for the Endless? Endless top runs, Act 79. So that's fun.